Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am so happy to be with you today. And the reason I'm happy to be with you today or this evening is because somebody could use a prayer today, and I'm going to say that somebody is myself. I have had an active day and I've been engaging in so many ways. But I want you to know that I really enjoy just spending time with you and anchoring in prayer. And I choose this time of the day because I know that many of us, our schedules are probably a little wonky right now. And we're staying up later. We're probably binge watching TV. We're probably gaming. Oh, we're probably reading. We're just probably surfing the internet. And we're checking out all of our social platforms and everything. So that's the reason I thought it would be a perfect time for us to pray. And that's the pattern we're setting in place. And I know that part of what's going on is many of us may be a little nervous. There may be a whole bunch of different things that are going on. I know that we have people that are sending me notes all the time about different things. I just got a note right now. But the most important note that we get to focus on is the note of spiritual practice. We get to do the dance. We get to walk our talk. Not just giving it lip service, but to really engage into that sacred space. So today I want to share a quote, two quotes with you. One comes from Ernest Holmes. He says, "You can only attract that which you first mentally become and feel yourself into reality." And that requires a whole lot. It begins for many of us with positivity, and we're hearing a lot about positivity now. But it's so much more. I was sitting with a colleague, and as we were talking about deepening, the deepening of what we know about life, the deepening of our faith. This week, we're going to be called to do that. We've already been warned. But I'm going to invite you to check in to a new lodging. And that new lodging is to move into the lodging of infinite possibilities. Now, in order for you to check into the lodging of infinite possibilities, it will require that you minimize your contact with our news media. Learn what you need to know. Follow instructions. So we've been asked to stay in, and if we have to go out, wear gloves, we're going to wear our mask, we're going to do all of those things we've been asked to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to move forward in a space of positivity, as many of us would say. But we're going to be anchored in faith. That means we're going to be moved deeper in terms of who we are and our spiritual practice. Rumi says, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there. When the soul lies down in the grass, the world is too full to talk about. So what I want you to do is to meet me in that field. And the field is infinite possibilities. Now, to anchor your understanding of the field of possibilities, you may choose to look at a movie. It's a very old movie. It's called The Field of Dreams. And in The Field of Dreams, it focuses on hope. It gives you an insight, but it deepens you into that space of possibilities. I'm going to encourage you to choose wisely what you're watching, the movies. Focus on the movies that bring hope and remind you that there is hope in the world. That in itself is a spiritual practice. That in itself teaches us about overcoming any sense of limitation. But the most important thing I'm going to invite you to do is to join me in the daily practice. I didn't say ritual. I said practice a prayer. So with that in mind right now, I'm going to invite you to turn in with me. And we're just going to breathe, releasing and letting go of everything. All the craziness, all the busyness of the day. And I'm inviting you to just simply breathe and move into the heart space. I want you to drop into the heart right now. And dropping into the heart means really getting touch with your heart. Breathing into that space of the heart and remembering love. Love as gratitude. Love as kindness. Remembering love as compassion. Love as care. And right now, I'm inviting you to focus on love as self-care. Caring for yourself by just taking this moment to simply pause. And as we move into this place of care this evening, I'm inviting you to reflect on the beauty of care. And for many of us, that care may be just simply pausing and breathing and finding peace, finding solitude, just having this personal interaction, or just receiving a call, or someone saying, I love you. And I'm inviting you right now to really focus on the energetics of love in action. Love as the only thing that is possible. That guiding force and that wonderful presence. And so in this very moment, right here and right now, I'm just acknowledging the power of the divine that is piercing and coursing through every vein of my being, fulfilling itself within every cell as the vibration of my voice, the intonement of my voice, and simply the smile on my face. And so in this very moment, right here and right now, what I simply know is that same presence is alive and thriving for each and every single person that is engaged in prayer with me right now. And what I know is something divine is unfolding in our experience. That divine is love in action. It is the field of infinite possibilities. And it is sacred love right now that has moved into all of those wonderful places and areas within our thoughts. All of those wonderful places within our experience. As the place of hope, as the place of wisdom, as the divine opening. And what I know is that wonderful presence is that divine presence that has created a space where good unfolds, where good is at work right here and right now. And what I know about this wonderful good is that presence is alive and thriving as peace and harmony. It is that divine presence that fulfills itself within every breath. And I know that in this very moment, right here, right now, something has cultivated itself as good for each and every one of us. And I name that good as the essence of wholeness, as perfect good and perfect health. And I know that that perfect health radiates within the body of our affairs, that it is the wonderful infinite field moving through our body within every breath we take. I know that it is the spirit of wholeness, where spirit is the essence and the fiber revealing itself. I know that that same presence fulfills itself within the body of our mental and our emotional state, that it brings calm and wisdom, that it is that divine anchor that expresses itself and it fulfills itself in all of our interactions, within our relationship with each other, within the very space we share with our beloveds, within the essence of life. And what I'm knowing is right here, right now, it is the sustaining presence. It is that divine light and that divine wisdom. It brings light and harmony. It anchors itself as love and compassion. It is that divine light that understands. And it is the divine healing presence, that perfect touch of wisdom, the right words, and it is that divine essence that unfolds within every mood and within every reaction. And as I'm speaking my word right here, right now, about this truth, I know that it is that divine essence that has already fulfilled itself as divine abundance and prosperity. And I know that that abundance and prosperity is the inner working within our finances, that it is that divine blessing. And I know that right here, right now, in this space of infinite possibilities, in the field of the infinite, the universe has already begun and set something in motion very new. And I know that in this newness, I know that the hope, the possibilities, the wisdom, and the richness of spirit fulfills itself, enriches itself, and blesses itself. I know that this wonderful presence is that divine light. And so in this very consciousness and in this space of love and in joy right here, right now, I know that everything we need to bring comfort, everything we need to support us in this sabbatical where we just recharge and rejuvenate ourselves is already at our disposal. And I am just so grateful for the wonderful presence and this wonderful light expanding itself and revealing itself and expressing itself as perfect good. I'm so grateful right now, knowing that this wonderful presence is alive and it is thriving and it is the divine inspiration. It is that inner teacher. It is that inner inspiration. It is the cheerleader and it is the mentor of my life. And I know that everyone that is hearing my word, that this truth is their truth also. And I'm so grateful for the blessings that are already at hand, overflowing, the wisdom, the information, the opportunities, and all the good stuff that is unfolding, that is alive and right here at our fingertip. And I know that we are lifted up to the place of the Most High. So in this space of unlimited joy and gratitude, I simply release my words right now into this thing we call universal law. And what I know about universal law is it always responds by the command of my thoughts, my words, and the power of my faith. So anchored in this space and looking upward, and beholding the beauty and the light of truth, I simply give thanks and release these words right now into the action of the law, knowing it as good and very good. And if you're in agreement with me, please join me by simply saying these words, and so it is. Amen. And if your eyes are closed like mine, I'm going to invite you to join me and open your eyes as I look into your eyes and I say, thank you, thank you, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to pray. Thank you for shifting me and allowing me to get prepared to have the best evening ever, because I'm going to find something wonderful to watch on television and have a good time, or maybe perhaps pull out a book and read a book. I got a new book in today and I'm all excited about it. Or maybe work on the master plan and the direction in terms of where we're going with this ministry and how we can love and support you as we continue to move forward in life. Know that I love you. I appreciate you. Please share this with someone else. And I'm going to invite you to make a contribution to this ministry to help and sustain us as we move forward. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.